text, see where they are. If they're not on here, they should be. So make sure they make sure you reach out to them with a nice little smiley face.
That's right.
We'll start in about a minute or so.
Hey, Naomi. Good seeing you.
Hello, Homa family. Hello, Naomi. Hey, Loyet. I thought you were gonna like start swinging from the fan or something.
He was ready.
Just like
He says that's for the weekends only.
Later tonight.
Hey, April.
Weekends only.
Hello, kids.
Hi.
Hey, Xander.
They're adorable.
Hey, Lily. Hey, Colton. Some of my favorite kids.
I won't tell.
I got a picture of them watching Dennis's webinar. Colton was like focused. April said he took over her spot. I thought it was cute.
Well, he had a blast watching that.
He was tuned in.
All righty, everybody, we're going to go ahead and get started. If you don't know who I am, my name is Erica. I am the office manager. I am the specialist. Yay,
That's
me.
right. That's right.
Yes. What I'm going to be doing, I'm just going to be the MC for tonight. So if I just started popping up on your screen, don't be alarmed. It's going to be okay. So the first thing we're going to do tonight is we're going to watch I believe an 8-minute video from a gentleman named Igor. I'm going to jack up his last name. What is it?
Rocha, I think.
Rocha. Okay. If I've said it, I'm sorry. But we're going to watch an 8-minute video on that, and then I will see you after that.
Perfect. Let's do it. Thank you, Erica. I appreciate that. All right. Make sure. No pressure, no pressure, no pressure.
Okay. All right, everybody. Well, that was a great part of the show there. And so I'm going to wrap up my part over here on the podium and help you guys, just before we get started, man, thanking the HLFC for putting this event, all the members, Anna Pinson, always, just supporting us with everything that we need, Glenn and Peter, and all the leadership of the home office. I think the home office and the leadership that we have here at the home office is incredible. They make us look a lot better than we really are. And I want to also thank our hierarchy, the fearless hierarchy, as we pull up the picture there. All of the RVPs. We've been in Primerica for about 18 years. I started right at 19. And my wife and I, which, she's a huge part of our business here, which I want to, thank her for this, because I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for her. Matter of fact, my wife was the one that went to a meeting on a Super Saturday and heard one of the leaders saying how easy it really was to make money in Primerica if you worked, right? If you really, truly worked. And she called me and she says, Igor, you need to quit your job today. And so, babe, thank you so much. Our lives forever changed because we decided to make it happen, right? And took that leap of faith. And so, my wife and I were just a 19-year-old kid, right out of high school. We didn't know anything about money or business. I used to work at Wendy's, flipping hamburgers at Wendy's. My wife was working for Comcast. And, I fell in love with her. She fell in love with my paycheck, right? I was making $5.75 an hour, $920 a month. And thank God for Primerica. They gave me a shot. They didn't look at my grades. They didn't look at how old I was. They didn't look at none of that. They looked, right? And so now our lives completely changed. We do have 3 kids, have a 17-year-old, a 12-year-old, and a 2-year-old. And those are Primerica kids, right? We were raised in Primerica. We grew up in Primerica. All we know is Primerica, and Primerica truly changed our lives. And so I want to just, as I do my talk here real quick, you guys, I want to show you guys just a concept that I that I think was very interesting. You know, if you look at the average cost of a soccer ball or a football or a basketball, I don't know, probably 40, 50, 60, maybe $70. That's about the average. That's what those balls are about worth it, right? That's what they're worth. And so, but if we look at it, well, how much is a football or a basketball worth in the hands of Michael Jordan? How much is that football worth in the hands of Tom Brady? How about that soccer ball if Messi's in it, right? How much are they worth? Well, they're worth millions and millions of dollars. And I think that's the Primerica opportunity that you and I have. We have a multi-million-dollar opportunity. We have an incredible opportunity ahead of us. And so all of us here, we have a license. And your license can be worth about, a few $1,000s, right? You get your insurance license, your investment license, you get your mortgage license. And that's about a few $1,000s right there worth of licenses. And it can be worth a few thousand, or it can be worth a lot more, and you determine that. And my wife and I, when we were in Utah, thanks to Rafa and Susan Bastidas, who recruited us, who helped my parents on the way out. He asked me if I was open to make more money, and I said, heck yeah, I'm open to make more money. And so we got started Primerica, and then about a few years later, in 2015, we moved to Texas. And so because my wife, she's the visionary, right? So she's like, Utah ain't it. We got to move to Texas. And so anyways, when we moved to Texas, our goal was really to sell the franchise, not the French fries, right? When we started Primerica, we were selling the French fry. We were helping clients. And we didn't come with the recruiting mindset. And maybe some of you guys here that you're brand new, maybe you're plugging in for the first time here at PFN, you're starting out your business. Maybe you didn't come with the recruiting mindset, but it's okay, right? Because we're going to help you learn how to build a business here. And so I want to show you guys, when you sell the French fries, you're doing Primerica Financial Services. When you sell the franchise, you're doing Primerica Distribution. And so I think in distribution, your business takes off at a certain level. Just like an airplane takes off at about 170 miles an hour, a commercial airplane. You look at water boils at about 212 degrees. And so Primerica is exactly the same way. It doesn't do it before. It's got to reach a certain level in order for your business to take off. And I believe the first level where your business starts getting some traction starts at DDR, double-digit recruiting. It starts happening whenever you start doing over 10. Could be 10 and 99, right? Those are still double digits. But you start doing over 10, that's when you start really getting some traction, because that's where leaders are born. Because think about it, I heard this from Joe Ward one day, leaders comes in groups of 10. And so because when you get to 10, you get 2 or 3 of them that start getting licensed, that are really want to get engaged in this business. And our job as leaders is really learn, apply, and teach. Those are 3 things we got to do. We learn the financial concepts. We learn how to build relationships, and we start applying those skill sets that you're learning with your RVP in your base shop with your trainers. And then you start teaching them. You start getting some results, and you start teaching them. And so here's the key, you guys. Those that teach well, rest well. And so every success goes, and I want to wrap it up with this, every success goes through 3 phases, right? First is ridicule, second is strongly opposed, and third is accepted, right? If you think about it, Steve Jobs, ridicule, strongly opposed, accepted. If you think about it, Chick-fil-A, right? Ridicule, strongly opposed, accepted. If you think about, Art and Angela Williams, ridicule, strongly opposed, and accepted. And so is your business. So right now, maybe if you're being ridiculed right now because you're at that no pay zone, you're getting your training done, you're getting your license, you haven't made any money, you may be being getting ridiculed. Second, you're probably under the underpaid zone, right? You're still strongly opposed. People are still being a little negative, but it's okay because you're on your way to being accepted. And so at the end of the day, as you build a business, you're focused on doing something that is special for you and your family, your life is going to change. Because all of us here, we all deserve a turn. And eventually, you and I are going to get our turn unless we step out of turn. And so I'm so excited to be your teammate. I'm so fired up for the future that we have in Primerica. And next, stay tuned because we're going to have Abraham as Senior Vice President, about to cross $500,000.
All right, y'all, that was amazing. Thank you. Thank you, Igor. We appreciate that video. Definitely. What I really took from that was over 10 equals DDR, double digit recruiting. Like that's where we're at right now. Like we are at the end of the month. We're about to get into it. And that's actually what our regional vice president is going to be talking about, which is getting to the 90 days. So take it away, Gili.
Thank you, Erica.
Let's go. Let's
Much
go.
appreciate it. Thank you.
Great
Thank you,
job,
thank you.
Erica.
That was, listening to that. I love that. Yeah, sell the franchise and not the French fries, right?
Right.
That was the second part, and today we get to hear the second part first, and then we're gonna hear the beginning at the end of him interviewing, right? The beginning part of him interviewing the next $1 million earner, and that is a story in itself. And just listening to that earlier was amazing. Can you imagine starting at 19 years old in the financial services business?
No.
Working at Wendy's, right? Art Williams talks about you're not going to, it's all about the heart, right? You're not going to decide whether somebody's got it to succeed here in Primerica based on what their degree is in or based on what family they came from. And it doesn't matter how old somebody is. How many people will get started with us and say, right, I'm not old enough to do this. Nobody's going to take me seriously.
Yeah.
Or I'm too old to do this. Nobody's going to want to listen to me.
Yeah.
And everybody in between, everybody's got a reason or an excuse. But if you've got a why, and for some of us, that why might not be family or friends or a big dream. Maybe that why is that we can actually feel like we're capable of doing it. What if that why is, Denise, to prove to yourself that you're capable and that you believe in yourself and you're here to impact others? On that note, I just want to say the happiest birthday wishes to Denise. She is 70 years young today.
That's right.
So that's a big old decade, right? That's a big one.
Happy
And I'm
birthday.
just grateful to have you a part of the team, Denise. I'm grateful to have you as a friend, and we're gonna go have a nice lunch together in a couple of days. So happy birthday
Nice.
to you.
Happy
Yep,
birthday,
absolutely.
Denise.
Thank you.
Absolutely. So
Happy birthday, Denise.
Thank you. I actually got out of having happy birthday sung to me at Manor Market today, thank God.
Oh, maybe that's how we should close this out then.
That's what Joe is doing. That's what Joe is finishing off at.
He was singing happy birthday?
Yeah.
You don't want me singing.
No, we do.
We
I don't
need that.
want you
Sing.
singing. No.
If you sing, it'll cover up my singing, and that's
No,
probably
because
good.
I'm sorry, you have to be a rock star in order to sing the happy birthday
I know
song.
that's
Amy.
right. I know that's right. Hey,
Well, we're
Abby, by the way,
we're grateful that you're here. We're grateful that you're having another birthday with us, and we've got many more to come. So let's talk about changing your life in the next 90 days. Denise can change her life before she's 70 and a quarter, 70 and a half, whatever that is, right? So let's talk about it. I don't know how many times we're going to go through these 5 milestones. I can tell you Dennis has probably been going through them for about 5 years. So maybe we'll just keep doing that because this is the key, right? We know the 5 milestones. Number 1, getting started. Number 1, getting started. So we're going to talk about that. What do you do once you get started? What does it take to actually win here? Now, every single week, we're talking about this. So a lot of this stuff is going to be repetition, but this is a numbers business, Erica. We know that. When we do the numbers, we're not going to be better than the numbers initially, but the numbers can't beat us either. We might not be able to beat the numbers, but the numbers can't beat us. And what that told me is as long as I got better, as long as I plugged in, as long as I practiced, drilled, and rehearsed, eventually the numbers are going to work in my favor. And what I found out is it is 100% accurate. The very first convention that we went to, just a few months into the business, just brand new licensed, I remember hearing 8531. And at that point, I got excited, Sean, because I thought, 85, that means that, and here's what they told me. It doesn't matter if you're brand new and you just got licensed and you don't even know really how it all works yet. If you do 8 kitchen table appointments, you talk about the buy term and invest the difference, you pick up policies, you go over the policies, and you share the truth with people, it's going to work. The numbers are going to work on your behalf. So let's take a look at this. So even if this is somebody, Lori, who's got a full-time job and they're working second career, we don't say part-time at Primerica because part-time is sometimes, which usually is no time. But if we've got a second career, that career, it's actually your first career because eventually that's all you're going to have, right? But if you do that, what is this going to look like to actually see success, to do what it takes to win? So commit to being on personal kitchen table appointments 2 to 3 nights a week, 2 presentations a night. So when you do that, you are going to complete 2 series of 8531. So that is basically week 1, you're going to complete 4 kitchen table appointments. Okay? 4. I didn't say 100, Joe. I said 4. To get through 8531 twice a month, right? You're going to do 4 a week. So 8 appointments in a 2-week period, which will equal 5 financial needs analysis. 5 of those 8 people are going to say, well, yeah, that of course. On a scale of 1 to 10, Aloyet, how would you rate your desire to be properly protected, debt-free, and financially independent? And Aloyet says
10.
10. Of course he does. And so you say, okay, that's awesome. So then what that means is it would make sense for us to do a financial needs analysis. Are you interested in doing our simplified mobile F&A? Or would you like a more in-depth F&A that addresses your debt as well? And they tell you, and you do 5. From those 5, 3 of them are going to become life insurance clients. Okay? The average life client is, for one person, is about $850 in annual premium. And one person, here's what happened in the beginning for me, Lori. One person would say, can I do this? And I would be like, I don't know. I'm not sure. It was like a failing forward big time because I was not leading initially with recruiting, which is why I was in business for a long time before becoming an RVP. Unlike the amazing woman that's going to do it in 2 years to become $1 million earner. Because I was focusing on the French fries and not the franchise.
That's good.
Right?
That's good. Yeah.
So we got to focus on the whole shebang. In addition to that, you're going to get 6 additional products. Investments, Legal Shield, Vivint, whatever it is, right? And commit to completing 8+ recruiting interviews per month. 8 recruiting interviews per month. What we've calculated is if you schedule in a cold market, social media market, you schedule 10 interviews, 4 of them are going to come, right? You're going to have 4 interviews that are going to actually show up if you schedule 10. Of those 4 interviews, 1 person is going to want to get started. And so what does this look like? Looks like 4 KTs a week, right? Completed, and 2 interviews a week. And Joe, on a part-time basis, working a full-time job, being responsible for all these other people, have you done that in Primerica? Say it again. We didn't hear you.
Absolutely.
And you've done more than that some weeks, right? He's done sometimes more second career work than the full-time work some weeks.
Yes.
Right?
Those are the fun weeks.
And we're not complaining. We're not complaining. So When working in the right market, your newest recruits will become crusaders for the family. What does that mean? When you're on kitchen table appointments, 5-point appointments, Abby, right? You're working with people that are married, homeowners, they've got a decent income, right? And they've got kids under the age of 16 living in the house. And when we are meeting with these people, there's one that I forgot about. Oh, the age. In the right age, 25 to 55. When we are meeting with these people, internal consumption is what is naturally going to happen. And what is internal consumption, Aloya? Internal consumption means that the people that are going to get started in business with us, just like April and Mike Homa, right, got started. And what was the very first, April, or I don't know if you're able to unmute, but the very first appointment that I did with you and Mike led to what?
We actually got a life license. No, we got a life insurance policy.
You got a life insurance policy, and we did some investments, like I think on the second appointment. And
Yep.
that was prior to you guys having kids, correct?
Yeah.
It was. And so, right, what do? You sit down. And April was a crusader. Why was she a crusader? Because she had family members that had cash value. And she was like, oh my gosh, I don't want to have that. I'm passionate. I'm against that because we see how it works. Internal consumption is meaning that our recruits become clients because they have if they're going to get started in the business, it's because they have a belief in what we do is 100% right for families. That is the best teammates because they're not going to sway. They're not going to go over and sell whole life because they understand it at a deeper level, right? And Joe, let me ask you, have you seen that experience so far in your business?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
You wonder why
Definitely.
he's doing premium, because he's recruiting. So go ahead. So let's talk about becoming a district leader, right? So as a district leader, completing 16 kitchen table appointments. Now, the greatest thing is we know Lori's going to become a district leader. She's going to get licensed and bam, she's going to be a district leader. She's like this close, this tiny bit close from having everything in alignment for that district leader promotion. And so I know this is the month she's going to pass the exam and then she's a district leader. So when she goes out then on her own or with Joe's assistance, right, and completes those those 4 KTs and 8 interviews in a month, she's going to close approximately $6,000 in personal premium, recruit 4 new directs, and that's an additional almost $1,900 in part-time income for the month.
That's awesome.
Lori, an extra almost $2,000 for the month. Would that impact your family?
Yes.
Absolutely, right? She's got kids in every sport that exists. and she's out there supporting them on a regular basis. That costs money, you guys. She needs to make some part-time income, right? And then if you could do this, Lori, could you teach someone else how to do it as well?
Yes, no problem.
I love that.
I
No
love that.
problem.
That's awesome.
She knows it, right? Because she's seeing her coach do the same thing, and that's what it takes. So let's talk about the next milestone, becoming a field trainer. What does it take to become a field trainer? What is a field trainer, right? We'll talk about the benefits of being a field trainer. A field trainer is basically what we've got Joe doing right now. We got Demoral and Erica doing right now. Taylor, Sean, it is you have somebody that is excited to get started in your business, and you're able to then take them in the field and show them the ropes. Every job we've had, put a 1 in the chat. Have you ever trained anybody at the job that you work at? Anybody ever trained anybody before?
Sure.
And
Over and
did
over and
you
over
get
again.
did you get paid to train people?
Hell
Janice,
no.
I know you train people. Do you ever? No. I love that, Lori. Doing it now. And do they pay you extra, Lori, to train people?
No.
No, but if they did, would you? Of course not. If they paid you extra to train people, would you want to train more?
Hell yeah.
Mhm.
Right? You'd want to train more. And if they paid you based on how good you trained them, a little bonus maybe after they stayed 6 months, you'd want to train more people, wouldn't you?
For sure.
Unfortunately, that's not what happens in corporate. It's just a part of your job title. They don't care. Half the time you're training your superiors.
Yeah. Yep.
Which is
Anybody ever trained their
crazy
boss
business.
before? Right?
Yes.
Or your
Yes.
replacement.
I train my
I mean, that's
bosses and my
okay. That's
replacements.
okay, right, Joe? Train your replacement. That just means you're getting replaced.
But it's crazy anyways.
It is. It is crazy. The benefits of being a field trainer. Each new recruit creates a different market for you to develop. So right now, when you've got a lawyer, he gets a brand new recruit. A lawyer might have talked to all of his family and friends since he's been in this business, but he's got a new teammate, and that new teammate doesn't know what they're doing yet. So they've got to see how it happens, right? You've got to get them in the field. We're going to get them that field training bonus. Our goal is to help somebody be confident and competent and get a field training bonus minimum of $700 to, who knows, $1,400, $1,500, $2,000. How would that feel? Abby, if you were the brand newest person and you came on some training appointments with me, and after a month you went and got licensed and you got a check for $1,200, that would be a darn good day. Do you think most people get through training in any industry and get a bonus like that?
No.
They do
No,
not.
they
It
don't.
doesn't
Mm-mm.
happen. Right? I love that, Lori. Supervisors call me for questions. So each new recruit creates a different market. So sometimes we've been in business for a while. Taylor's been in business for a while. So people know what you do. But then when you start developing new teammates and taking them, now the benefit, we're not taking to sell their people so they don't have anybody to talk to. We are taking people in the field to develop a business for them. We want to show them the franchise. We want a brand new person to take us to their market so we can then spread the wealth of knowledge and hopefully the wealth of finances throughout time, right? And as we're doing that, they bring the credibility of the relationship, and the trainer brings the credibility of Primerica and experience in the business. We've all heard the story that, you can't be a prophet in your own land. So if you go out and you get April and Mike, you're brand new licensed, you're ready to go, you're ready to get after it, and you call your best friend and they're like, you don't know anything about money. But if you bring me on that appointment and say, hey, they've been in business 20 plus years, they're going to listen based on your credibility, right, as a person and my credibility in the business. And that is why. And then they're going to give April and Mike 10 referrals. And now you are no longer in your own land. You are now on a referral appointment, and they look at you as the professional. In addition to that, it creates consistent income, right? You got 10 people and 10 new people a month you're training, you never run out of people to talk to. And then once they get licensed and trained and they're getting a field training bonus, you now have overrides on your licensed teammates. For the licensed teammates, it's larger, more consistent. That's what we just talked about. That's what Lori said. Yeah, 6 months later, they'd give me a bonus. That would be amazing. That's the benefit of being a field trainer. If you wondered, do I want to be a field trainer? Janice, the answer is yes. You do. You do want to be a field trainer, okay? All right, so field trainer guidelines. What do you got to do to make it happen, Denise? What do you have to do? Out on your own, you're now a district leader, right? And you go out on your own and you close 2 by 3,000 personal in a month. That's it. 2 recruits. Honestly, you could do 2 recruits and you could do life apps for those 2 recruits. The way Joe writes those life apps, those are $1,500 a shot. Now you got 3,000 in person. All you did was 2 recruits and 2 life apps, right? And now you're at a field trainer level on your way to becoming a division leader. You start your investment licensing process. You go through, we practice, drill, rehearse. I observe your kitchen table appointment. We go through overcoming objections, make sure you can get referrals, all the things that you need to do to become successful in the business so you're competent. And then you go out in the field with your new recruits. So let's talk about why we want a double-digit recruit, okay? We want a double-digit recruit because the numbers are the numbers are the numbers. And we all know that all of us, Sean, Janice, you guys have recruited a handful of people. They're not all on the call tonight, okay? This is why when you get to the magic of 10, here's how it's going to break down. 10 recruits on your team, 6 will quit or fade away. It's not because of something you did. It's because, have you ever looked at the numbers? Anybody ever been to the gym in January?
That's insane.
It's insane.
Yeah.
You can't walk in that place, right? You go to the gym April 1st, nobody's there. It's empty, right? People don't quit because the gym doesn't work. People don't quit because they don't work, and then they give up on themselves. And that's the truth, right? So 6 will quit or fade away. 3 will become spare timers, some timers, or no timers. What does that mean? What does that mean? It means they are living their life the way that they choose. And maybe this was me for a while, right? I was so focused on raising the babies. I was doing appointments, maybe a couple appointments a month instead of a couple appointments a day. Maybe there was a month that life was chaotic. I didn't do any appointments. And that's a spare timer, some timer, or no timer. They love what we do. They're passionate about it. They're crusaders. But the timing just isn't right. Or maybe they don't feel fully confident or competent yet. So they're working on their skill. One's going to become a district leader. They're going to be licensed. They're going to get after it. And then what do we do with that one? We're going to help them personally recruit 4 directs a month for the next 6 months to build momentum. Recruit for the team to help them become a double-digit recruiting team. And you as the field trainer are doing you're doing the recruiting interviews. You're connecting with the team, right? You're doing the drill for skill. You're doing all of this stuff with your teammates so they become the field trainer. A couple months later, they go from district that now they're a field trainer and you're focused on next. That's how we build the RVP, you guys. The numbers are the numbers are the numbers. This business operates on probability rather than mere possibility. I love that. Not everyone succeeds as it requires mental resilience and a deep desire within themselves. Naomi, I know you got stuff going on in life, working 2 jobs, single mom, all the things. But you're going to be great here when you choose to, because you have the mental resilience. You have a deep desire to win. We see that in you. It's going to happen. And what's it going to take? It's going to take, Naomi's at her daughter's soccer game right now. Go talk to 10 people. Introduce yourself. We got to step outside of our comfort zone. Right? The goal is to recruit in bulk, because if we don't, we're working against ourselves. We can't beat the numbers. So we looked at those recruit 10. You could say, well, I recruited 10 this year. You might have one person still sticking, right? They can't beat you, but you can't beat them. The numbers are the numbers. So field trainer standards of excellence. What does this mean? It's if you're a strong field trainer, what should your month look like? Okay, now we have some good months, some down months, some up months, but this is a strong month. This is our goal. For those of you wondering, what do we do? How do we get to where we want to be in 90 days? You focus on this for the next friggin' 6 months, and I believe you'll be an RVP. So personally recruiting 4 direct recruits, through internal consumption and field training, you're going to get to 6,000 in personal premium and 10 team recruits. Because as you're building those 4, right, you're sprinting them to district. You're wanting to get them 3 by 3. We know some will, some won't. That's it, right?
Right.
But if we get each teammate a new recruit within 48 hours, now they're fired up. They don't want to quit. Taylor, they don't want to quit because they know they'd be leaving something behind.
Right.
Okay? We're creating crusaders, developing at least 1 district leader per month. You do that 6 months in a row direct, and what are you?
Regional
You're
vice
in the tunnel
president.
for regional vice presidents.
Right. Right.
That's why this is the focus. If we recruit 4 directs and we're working with them all, one of them is going to step up. Okay?
Right.
Teach the 7 fundamentals, which we're doing in our team Tuesdays and Saturdays. Focusing on, we want to focus on 100% licensing ratio, knowing that 50% are usually going to hit it, right? And drive 4 deep until you find a go-getter. What does that look like? What does 4 deep mean? Right? So at this point, Demoral and Erica, Joe is direct to you, right? And then Joe's got Rob, that's direct to him. Sean is direct to Rob, and Lori is direct to Sean. Am I right with that?
Well, that's 4 deep. That's good. That's really good.
Lori's
That's 4
4
deep.
deep. We know she's going to get that test passed and become a district leader ASAP.
Mm.
And so, do we want Rob to win? Heck yes, we do. Do we want Sean to win? 100%. But going deep like that means that no matter what, your time and your energy is going to pay off in the long run. Okay?
That's good.
Field trainer at division leader. So now, as a field trainer, you go out and you get 4 directs. This is the question people ask me, can you make money here? Can you make money here? Is this a legitimate thing? If you are a field trainer as a division leader, that's a 60% contract, Abby. At a 60, I believe, Abby, you're at a 60% contract. As a 60% contract, you go out and you get 4 directs in a month. They all get their own personal plans, and you're helping to take them on appointments. That's 4 by 6,000 personal. You're going to go 10 team recruits, and that's 2,700 in part-time cash flow. 2,700 in part-time. That's advanced, meaning advanced means that you're going to get the remaining 25%, right? The 10th, 11th, and 12th month down the road. So you'll get paid more, but that's just up front. So let's take a look at this as a regional leader, doing the same thing, but now as a regional leader. What do you have on your team for licensed teammates minimum as a regional leader? Somebody.
You have at least 3 direct districts.
At least 3 direct districts. So now as a regional leader, those districts, they're going out and they're learning. They're failing forward. They're understanding how to do the business. You go do your 4 by 6,000. The reason that this business ebbs and flows as much as it does, it goes up and down as much as it does, is because we get really, really, really good and passionate and focused on recruiting one month. And then the next month okay, we got to write all this life insurance the next month. And then the next month we're like, crap, I got to start over and do something again. And then we get really, 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 does that sound familiar, anybody?
Yes,
Yep.
man.
Yep.
And so what we need to consistently focus on is 4 by 6,000, right? Sean and Janice, when you guys are focused on 4 by 6,000, 4 by 6,000, 4 by 6,000 every single month, you're putting people in, people are falling out. You're putting people in, people are falling out. You're putting people in, ooh, they took off. Now they're a division leader. Now you're like, holy crap, we've got a division leader on our team. Now they're doing some of their own stuff, and you're a regional leader. You're getting a little bit of overrides every month, Taylor. How's that feel? Now you're doing 10 by 10 team. That's 3,800 cash flow. Most people at this point are still second career. Right? Not everybody, but some. Unless you are securities licensed and you really start to develop other consistent income, right? So now you're at 3,800 cash flow. Put a 1 in the chat if you would quit your job when you're consistently making 3,800 a month cash flow. Right? Erica, thank you. That is, it's not everything. Am I saying it's $1 million? Now, as regional leaders, we got just under 70,000 in income as regional leaders. You can do this, but that's going to be other things as well, right? So doing the numbers is only half of what it takes to build a business. There's also what we know called to be in the intangibles. And what are the intangibles? And this is what Moibet had, we're going to hear a little bit about her story. But there's the daily things that she says needs to get done to build it fast. And here's some of them, and there's more, and we'll continue to talk about this, but these are the little things that make a big difference. Joe shared this stuff, bunch of this stuff with us last week.
Yeah.
Consistently, daily income producing activity, IPAs. So what does it look like? Setting 3 appointments a day. We can't go days without setting appointments. You guys, every day, I'm personally booking appointments every single day. I'm booking appointments 2 weeks out. Okay? Now, I still book appointments for this week because I've got Zoom stuff, but my physical appointments, I'm booked 2 weeks out because of how my schedule works, okay? So every day booking appointments, creating 6 new contacts per day. Name a number. Or 25 to 50 social media messages per day. And, I should say.
And
Right? This is what it takes to move forward. If we're only doing this when we run out of people we talk to, we lose something called momentum. Momentum, you guys, is a game changer. When you have it, it makes you look better than you are. It makes everything feel easier than it is. And when you don't have it, it's like hiking up a mudslide hill. You're like, I don't know if I'm ever going to get there.
Yeah.
And it doesn't end when you get a promotion. I remember thinking, man, RVP, Denise RVP is the end all be all. And then you get to be an RVP. And I'm like, wait, how come I still got to book appointments? You mean I'm not going to have a big team? They're not going to do it all for me? No, we still got to get after it until we're exactly where we want to be, which is full ownership, right? What else is an intangible? Accountability. We must be accountable to someone who is tough enough to hold us accountable. At this point, Joe is the only one who sends me daily accountability messages. And that's not a shot to anybody else.
You're right, that's why he's having the success.
But that is putting Joe on a pedestal because he is having success.
That's why he's having success.
That is it.
Yeah.
He's not just accountable to me. He's accountable to another group that he's working with as well. And Joe, tell me a little bit about that accountability. What does it make you feel inside when you know you haven't done what you need to do?
Terrible. It's pressure, but it's good pressure, right? Because everybody's putting their numbers out there, so you don't want to be the one that's at zeros.
Absolutely. And I can tell you, I did not do a good job being accountable early on in the business. And that's probably why I didn't see the success that I could have seen had I had that. And so when I did start to truly get a accountability partner was in 2016, and that was Adam. 2016 through 2019 on a regular daily basis. On a daily basis, I was accountable to Adam. And we both raised from where we were. Okay, so having an accountability partner is huge. Followers need to be told what to do. Leaders want to be told what to do. Leaders want to be told what to do. For those of you who want that, right? We met with Dennis this morning, and he said, we need more teammates on the Wednesday call. If they want to get after it, get them on the Wednesday call. Make sure they're on screen. They can't be driving. They've got to be focused, right? Selfless leadership. Take care, custody, and control of your business. This is your business.
Hmm.
This is your business, right? Sometimes people say, well, I don't want to, I don't want to do this, or it's that they think that they're doing something for their leader or for their coach. Doesn't work like that. Erica, this is your business. Demorial, it is your business, right? And together, you guys can join your businesses. But looking at it as, if we look at it as it's our partner's business, then what do we put our pressure on? We're putting pressure on our partner.
Partner, right.
But if we look at this as my business, and we each have a business, and together we're going to get there exponentially faster, right? One person doing it is going to get there in a certain time frame. Two people doing it is going to get there 10 times faster, right? Janice, when we see you plugging in, Sean does more.
It's true.
It's not a shot to you, my dear. It is just the truth, right? It is the truth. So show up early and stay late. That's what leaders do. Are you a taker or a giver to the RVP and the team? Do you feel like, oh, what are they going to feed me today? Oh, I heard that last time. I don't want to plug in. It's just another thing, another day, right? Or are you showing up and you're giving of your energy and you're sharing your energy? Aloya, we love that you do that. Show up, share
Yes.
your energy, share your knowledge.
Facts.
It's huge. Aloya is a giver. We appreciate that. Are you a visionary and an influencer? Do you edify your uplines or do you trash talk people? Do you cheerlead the team goal and the long-term vision, right? Or are you thinking just about where you're at personally? Are you rallying your team to every meeting? Don't wait for everybody else to do it. It's our responsibility. It is our responsibility to do that, especially if you are either are a field trainer or want to be, which is everybody on this freaking call.
That's good.
Okay. So there are 99 days, you guys. 99 days
Crazy.
until January 1st, 2025. What are the commitments that you made to yourself January 1st, 2024? What are the commitments that you made to yourself when we were in Atlanta this summer? What are the commitments you made to yourself the last big event that you plugged into or went to? And what's your business going to look like between now and the end of the year? It's your choice. I'm not telling you it's right or it's wrong. My encouragement for every single person, if you're not licensed, should be to go get licensed. If you're still in training, it should be to get to district leader, 3 by 3,000. With the goal of being a field trainer in October. Can you do that? Lori, this month you can become a district leader, licensed district leader. And in October, you, with the help of your coach, can do whatever it takes to become a field trainer in October. And then what do? Now we're in October. What's our responsibility? Go do 4 by 6,000, make an extra $2,000 for the month. It says 1878. Go do a legal shield or something too. Go sell a Vivint, right? Go do something else to make it happen. Promote yourself to division leader. Think of the company you work for, right? If you all have daytime jobs. Are they fired up to get you promoted?
No.
No.
No. Once a
We
year they
are.
look at that.
Not only do we want to get you promoted, but we want to show you how to promote others to replace you at that level. Right? As a district, what do? You get a district and you get promoted to a division. Now you're a division, right? And you go get a couple more districts and you become a regional leader. And now you're a regional leader, you go get 3 more freaking districts and you're an RVP. You're in the tunnel for an RVP. And all you got to do is make sure you and all your districts are able to go write some business. So you can see November, 4 by 6,000, do 10 by 10. You now promote another district leader. And what is December going to look like? We are going to be rolling out the
Christmas.
end of the month.
Right.
Christmas.
Christmas. That's a
Freaking
cash
Christmas.
Christmas right there.
It is. Now, hopefully, Joe, we get you to Christmas way before December, but we could get Lori to Christmas by December, right?
Yeah.
So, yes, and a cash Christmas, absolutely. We want to get more regional leader promotions. To get regional leader promotions, we need division promotions. To get division promotions, we need more field trainers, more junior brokers. I don't know about the rest of you, but if there was like a little team that was a part of something, like, you know, the MVP people that were a part of whatever team you're in, didn't you all want to be a part of that MVP?
Yeah, for sure.
Like those 3 special people that got to hang out with the coach or whatever, right? That is this junior broker leadership mentorship group that we have. You wonder, how come Demorel and Erica get to talk? How come Sean gets to talk? How come Joe it's because they're doing the work. They're at that point. They're at that position. We need more of those people who want to step up and be leaders. Bill Whittle says success in Primerica is inevitable if we do the right things long enough. How long it takes depends on your goals. Do you have a clear, concise mental picture when it comes to your goals? Do you have a fiery, burning desire to meet your goals? Because when we do, and it's what we think about, and it's what we dream about, and it's what we focus on, we will reach them. But if we don't have that clear, concise mental picture, when stuff happens, sorry, April's kids, when stuff happens, and stuff will happen. Life will be difficult. There will be physical issues and things are going to happen that aren't going to be great. But is your goal big enough to continue to move you to that ultimate, this is where I'm going to be no matter what? I can tell you, when you're to the point where you do whatever it takes to win, that is when you're ready to become a regional vice president and become on track for full ownership. And you won't ever regret doing it. And when you look back, you wish, what would my life have looked like if I just did it a little bit sooner? And I did it a little bit more, and I committed a little bit more each day. And on that note, what I want to remind you guys is there are special people. There are people with a burning desire. They have something special inside of them. And they say, here's the goal, and I'm going to accomplish it no matter what. And Moibette is one of those people. And there's a reason that she won this Virginia Carter Award. But there's no reason that that can't be you. And it doesn't matter, Abby, if you've been here for 5 years, 5 days, 5 hours. You can today make that decision. It took me a number of years to make that decision. But once you make it, right, then it's a matter of working on the daily commitments to get to you where you need to be. So the decision is a one-time decision. The commitments are every day. And let's hear Moibette's story.
All right, teammates, we're here for their next segment. We have an incredible leader here that is going to share some of her tips of all the success Moibette and her husband are having. Check this out. Join Primerica September of 2022. Form occupation, own different businesses, promoted to RVP in October of 2023. So just shy 1 year ago. And the Junior Carter Award at the convention in July 2024, and current income $900,000 in about. Incredible job, Moibette. We're so proud of you. And we have 3 key questions here. So just so you guys know, just get a heads up, I'm gonna ask the question in English. She's gonna reply in Spanish, and I'm gonna summarize a little bit on what she replied in Spanish. I'll try my best, everybody. So hang tight. We have 3 questions here. Stay tuned. So the first question would be, man, you guys have achieved so much success in just a short period of time. So tell us a little bit more how you guys did it. How you guys you're about to cross over $1 million here in the next 30 days. And so tell us a little bit more on what you guys are doing.
Ay, Igor, esto ha sido increíble, de verdad que lo que ha sido el reconocimiento y toda la experiencia que hemos tenido a lo largo de todo este tiempo no ha sido solo en estos 2 años en Primerica, sino de 30 años que ya venimos explorando y atravesando desafíos increíbles en todo nuestro mundo empresarial el que hemos atravesado. Ahora, llegar y fusionarlos con 18 años de tu experiencia, que fue la que nosotros recibimos una vez entrando en este negocio, es la que ha garantizado nuestro éxito y encontrarnos con esta compañía tan fabulosa que nos ha ofrecido una plataforma con unas herramientas increíbles para poder desarrollar todo el conocimiento y todas las habilidades que hemos venido transitando durante todo este tiempo, es la que nos ha permitido que mi esposo y yo, a quien amo demasiado y que mucho apoyo nos da, gracias, nos ha permitido mantenernos activos y ganar el día, que eso es algo que nosotros practicamos muchísimo.
All right. So 30 years of business experience from Venezuela, together with about 18 years of business here in Primerica. You know, what she said is they found what an incredible business where it's a profitable business, it's a sustainable business, and it's a scalable business. And so she mentioned about something that's very interesting about winning the day. So we're going to go jump on the next question over here, Moivet. Talk to us a little bit more about what do you mean about win the day?
Bueno, ganar el día para nosotros significa actividad diaria. Y esto viene del IPA, es el Income Producing Activity. Nosotros nos mantenemos constante actividad para lograr eso que es lo que hemos llamado éxito. Y tiene que ver con un pase de licencia, con un nuevo socio comercial, con un nuevo cliente. Pero para que todo esto se dé, es necesario generar una actividad. Y esa actividad la necesitamos mantener sí o sí, no negociable. Con 10 prospectos tenemos que tener mínimo 3 citas agendadas en el mercado correcto y también no dejamos de publicarnos en redes sociales y mantenernos relevantes en ellas.
Okay. So winning the day. She talked about IPA, the income producing activities. What are we doing on a daily basis? 'Cause sometimes a month can be too long, right? So even though months goes out fast, we're about to wrap up 2024, but they're thinking about how can we win the day and how can we get help a new client, get a new partner on board, get somebody to pass their test, right? Those are all things that contribute to winning the day. Book 3 to 5 new appointments in a qualified market. You know, and really, you know, keeping up with social media and being out there. And so, Moibet, you guys have done an incredible.
You want me to keep going, Gili?
No, we'll stop here.
That was actually really amazing, y'all. I mean, give her a hand.
Yes,
If you did not
crazy.
understand anything that she said, oh my God, I tell you the 2 things that I heard, perfecting activity. I heard that before.
You're right.
Listen, I know how to count to 10 in Spanish. Don't listen, I can do it. But that's what I heard. Perfecting activity, even before he brought up the screen. It's important for us to do that. It's important for us, going back to what Coach Gili said, it starts with getting licensed. Then your goal is to be field trained. Then if this is okay to train your replacement, right? And then what's next? You're on to what's next, all the way into full ownership. And she's almost at her team is almost at $1 million. And I know I saw I was putting in the chat, 9 diamonds. Oh my gosh, like where are we? Oh my gosh, that we're on, and we can be there. You know, she doesn't even speak English. And we're over here trying to interpret what she's saying, but at the same time, we can do the same thing, you know, and but it starts with having a vision. It starts with having a clear vision of where you want to be, you know. So if you want, before I bring up Joe, if you want, put in the chat 1 thing that you learned, 2 things that you learned, inspire each other, because I think as a team, it starts with clear vision as a team, clear
For
vision
sure.
with the foundations, see how we feel. Yes, 9,000 income earner. Listen, when we saw her in person getting the Virginia Carter Award, oof, it was powerful. She spoke in
Yeah.
Spanish there, and we were like, everybody, you didn't have to understand what she said. It was just so
Feel it.
powerful.
You
You
felt
felt
it.
it. You
Feel it.
felt it.
Her team was running, all the orange was everywhere. I was like, oh, it was great. It was great. Yes. Get your activity up. Yes. That's exactly where we want.
Same, Sean.
Absolutely. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring up Joe for what's happening now. Yeah, keep putting in the chat. Great job. And then he'll go ahead and end the meeting.
Let's go, Joe. Great job, Erica.
Awesome. Thank you, Erica.
Thank you,
Let's
Erica.
go, Joe.
And he's on this screen share. I'm scared of you, big dog. You better
Oh,
go.
I did it. I did it.
Let's
Did
go,
it.
Joe.
Hey,
Let's go.
Boy, if I can increase activity and get this technical thing
up.
down, boy, watch out.
It's up, bro.
Watch out. Watch out. So, weekly trading sessions. Oh, went back too far. Let me go back. Oh, see, I shared it now. Whatever.
worked.
It's going to be great. So 90-day cycle with Coach Dennis every Wednesday, 10 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. Eastern on Zoom. If you want to be a player, if you want to get your activity up, if you want to be a field trainer, if you want to be a district, a division, a regional, a RVP, why not come on Wednesdays at 11 a.m. Eastern here for me and learn from somebody making millions of dollars a year, right? I think the last two calls, there were maybe, I don't know,
30.
there are 15 people.
Oh yeah, you're right. There was only 15. That's right. That's
Under
right.
15 people there on the last two calls. You mean to tell me it's 15 people that want to learn from somebody making millions of dollars a year, right? Take some time out, take an hour, come on 10 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. Eastern with Coach Dennis. Every Friday at 12 p.m. Central, 1 p.m. Eastern, FNAs with Coach Gilly. We heard her talk
Yes.
about 8531. Getting those FNAs done is what's going to lead to business. It's what's going to lead to premium. It's what's going to lead to promotions,
Yep.
right? So why not come on Fridays, 12 p.m. Central, 1 p.m. Eastern, and learn from one of the best on the FNA. RVP University Saturdays. We got 9 a.m. Central, 10 a.m. Eastern. Meeting ID is right there. It's also in the Telegram chat. Those who are serious about success are plugging in on a regular basis, right?
Facts.
Here at Primerica, you're not going to win if you're not showing up, all right? Your next opportunity after tonight to show up is RVP University on Saturday. Hope to see everybody there. Reach out, invite somebody to bring them along with you.
Let's go, beast mode. Talk to him, boy. Talk to him, man.
I'm gonna figure this thing out.
You doing it
Going
too.
the wrong way,
Yeah, you
want to
doing
get
it.
Company incentives. Let's go. September, be a 2%er in September. Look at these cool T-shirts you can get here for being a 2%er. What is a 2%er, you ask? No excuse powerhouse. They beat the other 98% with a growth mindset, and they consistently do what it takes to improve each day until they win. 2%er. Hey, we heard it all evening. Let's recruit, right? Let's win the day with daily activity, right? That consistency can start right now, be a 2%er in September, and keep on being a 2%er each month.
Right.
Right?
Yes.
Person become life licensed, you get your 2%er T-shirt, right? With the RVPs, and them, they are competing now for this nice polo shirt. But you get your life license, you get that nice T-shirt right there and be a 2%er. All right, company bonuses, right? For the month of September, complete pre-licensing course within 30 days of your IBA, and that's a $100 bonus, free $100.
That's nice. That's nice.
Also, with the company incentives, those studying for their securities past the SIE in Series 6 or 63 submit 1,000 in securities production before September 30th and get a $350 bonus. All right, 350 is better than one, but I'll take them all. All right,
I
who
know
want to
that's
get your
right.
bonuses? All right, here we have the Universal Studios trip qualification period, August 30th to November 2024. Right here are your leadership categories right there. Compete. If you're winning each day, if you're going to be a 2% each month, you have a great chance of winning this trip. Right? Why not be there in February at Universal Studios? But you got to compete to win.
Okay, that's good.
All right, double digit in September, right? For all
Yeah.
premium from August 30th to September month end, all life premium is double base builder
Yes.
points. So if you're trying to get that trip, you're trying to be in Universal Studios, let's get some premium. What do we have? 10 days left? 9 days left of the
10
month?
9 days left.
9 days left. You got 9 days left to hustle, begin winning the day. Hey, you can start after this meeting, right? And take it on into the to the rest of the month and get double points. So for who can qualify future RVPs, right? That qualification period is June and November 2024. I want that future jersey, right? Who doesn't want that
Right.
jersey with their name on it, right? Minimum monthly
Right.
required to qualify is 1,000 personal life premium, right? Win the day. Win the day. Big decisions are made at big events. Our next big event we got coming up, 18 days left till the East Coast Builder
Crazy.
School down in Tampa, Florida. I got my hotel booked. I got my tickets, waiting for that airfare to drop a little bit, but no matter what, I'm going to be there, right? I'm going to be there.
Correct.
Let's all meet down in Tampa in 18 days for the East Coast Builder School. Again, big decisions are made at big events. For those of us who went to convention, we know how we felt leaving convention. Let's go down and get that feeling. Again, let's meet as a team for all that can be there.
Yes. Like about that. Mostly because I just get to hug Joe. I know he's real
Joe likes hugs.
real touchy feely. I know he's like that.
October 24th again. The dates are October 11th and 12th for the East Coast Builder School. We got special guests Bill Whittle, Blake Whittle, and College Temple. Come learn from some of the best, right? There's no substitution for being in person at these events, right?
Right.
You can't feel it through a computer screen. Andy and Brittany Onstead, Jimmy Myers, Assad. We got the Ortiz General Alliance, Charlemagne,
Yes.
and Marlene Jeniston. There's just no feeling. There's just no feeling. You
Right.
got to come. You got to feel it. You take that energy. You take it back home with you, and continue winning the day. We're all going to be succeeding here in no time. So, are you a beast? Are you a beast? Taylor, you a beast?
I am a beast, man. I gotta win the
Erica,
damn
are you
day.
a
The
beast?
next 10 days.
I sure
Laura,
am.
you going to be a beast?
Let's
So
go.
let's go.
We got a second chance to qualify.
Beast
3 by
mode.
3,000 personal. 3 by 3,000 personal equals an exclusive dinner with the RVPs, right? Who doesn't want to get up close and personal, get some good food, right? And get some good tips, right? For the people who are already winning, right? Let's go ahead and get that 3 by 3,000. If you're not licensed yet, let's get you licensed. Let's get you moving towards being a beast.
Yeah.
All gas, no brakes till month end. 9 days left. Tuesday, October 1st is month end. Again, you can start after this meeting. You can start tomorrow morning. Just increase your activity. Just win the day. Win each day. Do a little bit more each day, right? That's all gas and no brakes. Till Tuesday, October 1st, you'll be a 2%er, right? You'll get licensed. You'll make some money. right? All those things are good things. Let's go all gas, no brakes till the end of the month, October 1st and beyond, right? Our recruiting goal is 30 new recruits. Let's put some on the board. We got 9 days left. We got 9 days to put some recruits on the board. As we heard earlier, recruits are going to lead to your advancements much faster, right? All gas. We got to have that recruiting mindset. Incentives, 10 team recruits equal housing paid for East Coast Builders School. I need to get some recruits this month. I need that. 4 directs equals a team catalyst jersey and some gear, right? So, again, 4 directs, 10 team, 2 percenters, all gas, no brakes, winning the day, all of it. Let's put it all together and let's win. Let's win individually. Let's win as a team. When you compete, everyone wins, right? I don't care what you're doing. I don't care what you're doing in life and business and relationship and marriage, whatever it is. If you're not competing, you're not winning, right? Let's get in this game. Let's start competing day in and day out. Let's compete. Let's win. That's what's happening now for this Tuesday evening.
Great job, Joe. How you feeling, man? Doing that what's happening now like a champ. Say like a
Let's
stud,
get it. Let's
man.
get it.
That was good.
That's damn good. Gili, anything to close out with?
You know, we've got big goals, you guys, this month. We've got to double-digit recruit. We need to get 9 more recruits. We literally are at 1 for the month. We've got 9 days to go. We can each get a recruit a day. We could end up with 30 recruits in the next 9 days, right? We got to do something. We got to start somewhere. So that was amazing. Erica, I appreciate you being our MC for tonight.
Yes, good job,
growing,
Erica.
stepping outside of our comfort zone, doing the things that we may not be feeling warm and fuzzy about, but doing them anyway and being coachable and leading. We see that. We appreciate that, Joe. The hype guy. Joe is now the new hype guy. We've got
Not at all.
I don't need any motivation. And now he's going to be the one pumping us all up. So that's great. We appreciate that. That was amazing. Taylor, thank you for orchestrating it all, putting it all together, doing presentation, and just, doing everything you do all the time. So we love and appreciate all of you guys. Let's get after it, you guys. There's no reason. There's no reason that is not you on stage at 900,000 in income 2 years after IBA, right? It's not because you don't have what it takes inside of you. She just made a decision.
Yeah.
She made a decision, and she's a part of the hierarchy that's doing it. And so when you're a part of something big like that and you see the ability to explode, you believe it. It's that whole, what is it, the 4-minute mile? Is it 4 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minutes?
4-minute mile, yep.
Right? But nobody said it could be done until it was done. Right. I bet you we're going to have a ton more people. Now we're going to have people from IBA to 1 million in a year. It's going to be freaking unbelievable next time we go. But where are you going to be is the question. Where are you going to be at the end of this month? Where are you going to be at the end of this year? And where are you going to be in 2027 when we're walking into the next convention? You can be a full owner. Every single person on this call can be a full owner. So let's get after it. Let's make it happen. Looking forward to seeing you guys Friday, Saturday, some of y'all Sunday. So
that's right.
Junior brokers, stay on. Everybody else, we love and appreciate you. Thank you for being on tonight. Who's going to be the first one to pass this test? Who's going to be the next licensed teammate? We want more. We want to encourage you. We want to be proud of you. We want to love all over you, send you some goodies in the mail. I don't know. Somebody needs to step up and make it happen. We need some licenses happening this month. So thank you guys.
Lori, that's light work for you right there.
Lori, you got it. This is the month.
Lori.
This is the month. Licensed district leader. We're excited for you. We want to celebrate you.
Great job, everyone, tonight. Good seeing you. The Homa family, Naomi, like a superstar. Abby, the awesome Abby Aloyet. Love that purple shirt, man. Good seeing you guys. Thank you for jumping on, everybody. I'll be posting